Who colluded with the Russians, Trump or Hillary? The big story this weekend is that Michael Cohen claims that Trump knew about a meeting that his son had where they interviewed a Russian, and she claimed that she had some information about Hillary, and it turned out she had no information, and the meeting concluded with no information given, no action taken. So there was no collusion. The opponents of Trump say that they attempted collusion, but to receive information does not mean that you're going to use it. It just means you're interested in finding out. And there was nothing to find out because the lady did not have any information about Hillary. She had a different agenda, and she just used that as a ploy. By the way, this lady is also, right after the meeting, met with the people from Fusion GPS and other people on the other side of this issue. So there definitely was no collusion, but it's all about trying to smear Trump and try to make him look bad in the public. Of course, he denies that he had this information. His son denies that he knew anything about this meeting. In fact, he said the meeting was a nothing burger. Okay, so let's look at Hillary on the other hand. Hillary, through a law firm, and this was stated by the law firm in congressional hearings, hired this law firm to hire a smear organization that tries to get information about people and smear them with it, called Fusion GPS. And after they hired Fusion GPS, Hillary, through the law firm and the DNC, Fusion GPS hired a spy, English spy, Steele, and he created the infamous dossier that is based on, guess what? Russian information. So the Russians gave information to Steele. Steele gave it to Fusion GPS. Guess who works in Fusion GPS? Oh, Nellie Orr. And she is the wife of a official in the Justice Department. And what did he do? He not only used the information, but he got the government to investigate the other campaign by getting a surveillance camera on Carter Page. Once you get the camera inside the campaign, well, you hear all the conversations that people have with Carter Page, and then they would leak it to the public to smear Trump. So the whole thing here is, the irony of all this is that we do have a lot of evidence about Hillary colluding with the Russians, but the Democrats and the mainstream media pays no attention to this. They don't want to know about it. In fact, they evade this information, and they're not interested. And Mueller, is he investigating Hillary for Russian collusion? No. Why should he? His target is Trump. If it's not about Trump, he doesn't care. So anyway, I find this to be absolutely ironic and a perversion of justice, as I've mentioned before, by the Justice Department, the DOJ, and by the FBI, who then investigated Carter Page, who they knew was not a spy, but they claimed before the FISA court that he was a spy. And They already knew he was a liar because they had hired him. They paid this guy, this spy, this English spy. They paid him. And then they decided they wouldn't pay him anymore because instead of being truthful, he parlayed his information to the media, which he had promised he would not do. So because he broke his promise, they fired him. Now, this guy Steele, who created this dossier, which was used for the FISA warrant, he's already admitted that he didn't verify any of that information. He doesn't know if it's true. The FBI did not verify the information, but it was convenient to get a FISA warrant to surveil Carter Page. Did they really care anything about Carter Page? No. They just wanted to get a camera in and surveillance into Trump Towers. And you remember when Trump said he was being wiretapped? Well, absolutely. Did everybody laugh and say it was nonsense? Yes. Now they say it's true, but it's okay. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you up to date on the latest nonsense coming from the media on this lawyer, Michael Cohen, who is claiming that Trump knew about this meeting. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I hope to hear from you. Bye.